It's the Daily Talk Show episode 928.
It is Weekend Banter. GM Jess, otherwise known as Whip, Mr. 97. We're all here.
And Jessica Lucas, you are back in your place in Metro Melbourne. How is it to be out of Geelong? Oh, sorry, not Geelong, Bendigo.
You went to Geelong.
Yeah, I went to Geelong. Same.
Yeah, Bendigo was great. I was happy to come back and regroup, have some alone time, and I'm going back this weekend to see everyone again. So it's good to have the option of having alone time versus family time.
What's the best thing about living by yourself?
Just doing what I want, not having someone talk to you. Like if you're in a mood or whatever, or like you just want to, because I'm actually quite introverted. You probably don't think that, but I like my alone time.
You've said it enough that I am thinking it.
And so but being at home, it was like mum and dad were everywhere. My sister was there. Her boyfriend was there. Like the only time you could actually get alone time was when you went to your bedroom.
Is there anything, is the bedroom sort of well set up? Like could you spend hours in the bedroom?
I don't like spending, I wouldn't want to do that, but it's a good bedroom. It's fine. Mm-hmm. I don't have anything other than a bed. There's like a chest of drawers and a poof, and that's it.
You could read a book?
I could read a book if I wanted to, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. No, I've lived by myself. I lived in my my studio. It was lonely at times. You're very in your own head. But it's better than living. I think what you're saying, Jess, is the version of living with nightmare housemates, because I have done that too. And it just...
You have one now, apparently, yeah.
Well, I love him more than anything, which is a weird... no, it's good, but otherwise he'd be gone. But no, like, oh, God, I remember living just with a guy who had a dog, big greyhound. He was a lovely guy. But the dog would just shit out the back and you couldn't go out there. It was so bad. He just didn't clean it up. And then you don't want to have the awkward convo like, mate, clean your shit up, because I'd come into his share house. So there's,
I feel like
there's
you
a
could
pecking
have that
order.
convo though.
It feels like in the scheme of convos, that's a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
If he's shitting on the bowl, that's annoying. But the dog shit outside, it's not a personal attack. It's like, mate, I'm about to stand on one of these shits, and if I do, you're going to have to buy me a new pair of Asics.
I'm with
But
JJ,
Josh, imagine living with someone that... So you don't get along with everyone. I think you can get along with everyone. But no, I don't get along with everyone in terms of a connection, like a vibe. I have, a lot of people in the workplace, like you guys I love, but, you work with some people, but you're like, I just work with them, nothing else. I wouldn't fucking hang out with them ever. That's not what you get to... You don't get to choose that if you're going into a blind house. You're just going in blind.
You're making it out like it's a reality show where you... Like, don't you have an interview or a conversation with them first?
Yeah, but everyone's doing their best. What coffee do you drink? Long black? It's like bullshit. It's a long...
Nah. In London...
Big cappuccino with, a pump of caramel, you absolute animal. What happened in London?
Well, you do interviews for rooms and that kind of stuff. And so this couple that I know did the most outrageous interviews to make sure that they would get along with their future housemate, because they had to come party with us. Like, they had to be part of that culture, I suppose, that we had over there.
Okay.
Sick units.
The question was...
Why are you in London otherwise?
No. It really, what someone says to this question says a lot about someone.
Okay, go.
Here we
go. No, we all have to answer it. How about that?
Okay, done.
Can I start?
Yeah.
We don't know the question.
Yeah, if you really want to. Would you fuck your mum to save your dad?
Oh,
Jesus.
Wow. I regret this game. I regret
we
this.
should have
Mum,
played this.
turn off.
That's a bit of trivia, isn't it?
Let's call Lynn Janssen to find it.
That is a really that is a fucked up question.
It's fucked up, isn't it? But the thing is, if you don't laugh
Josh, you
at
said
it
you were
and
going
you get
first,
offended by it, you know that you don't want them in your house.
That's a
if you're taking it too seriously, like, okay.
Oh,
well,
so
that as well. There's two spectrums. They're taking it seriously and actually thinking about it. Or two, they get offended by it and therefore they didn't align to our
So what's the
values?
right
I don't-
answer?
That's not the right word, but
Well, Mason, that's what do you think the right answer? I think it's
What-
not
no,
about
It's
what.
hard
Mason.
because
No, Mason, the right answer is the response being however you deliver it. So the thing is, it's a test on the personality. The answer is really redundant because you could
Sure,
laugh
but
and go,
but
"That's
what's a good re-
fuck, no way."
What's a good reply?
I think
what's
a
good
funny
that will get
reply.
you there?
I think a funny reply is if there's multiple people, you say, "Actually, no, it's too full on. No, it's all good."
So you
What,
get
fucking
in
both?
if you.
No. I think I was going to say, "Oh no," but I would have sex with Mason's mum to save his dad.
wow, that took a
But,
turn.
No, but what about this? What about
That's funny. Everyone laughed. Everyone laughed.
what about if my dad? What about if your dad
Sorry,
was willing
Denise.
to die so it didn't happen? You know, like he was okay with it. It's like I'm.
Yeah, I
good
mean, what situation are you in?
you're not in.
Well,
real,
yeah,
you're
no.
not-
Look,
well, I mean, you brought up the fucking human centipede the other day,
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
you?
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't on the show though, Jess.
Yeah. That was referred. It's good gear though.
Real blurred lines between what happens on the show and off the show. But what did you answer? Because you probably went through that to get in.
Well, no, I wasn't in that house, so I didn't have to. But I mean, I didn't actually have to interview anyone for the rest of my stay in that apartment in mine. So I wish I had the chance to use it, and I wish I was part of that interview.
I don't think. I
process.
see. The thing is, I think that you could get away with it. I think that if it was any of us asking that question, we would be cancelled. You'd 100% be cancelled.
Why?
It's like, oh my
Why?
god, those sleep like just it has that
to
sort
a
of
girl, if there was
yeah. Well, no, just don't you think?
No, because there
It's
was
not-
guys
it's
that
not a
were in
good
the
look.
house that was part of the interview.
it's
Like,
I
because
think
you'd all
What
they'd
year
all
was
go.
it? 1997, 8,
2019.
2019.
2019, yeah.
Real
It-
pushback.
yeah.
No, you can't ask. You can't ask.
No, but I think you can ask that because it's clearly
It's just a
outrageous. It's clearly fucking. Do you think they would have done it if they somehow had a prim and proper, Australian
Household?
or English person that came in and they seem very meek and not out there?
What's a
And
good
then-
question? Like if we were to come up with an actual good question, TJ, what do you think a good question to ask someone
I
is?
think I would ask you, do you like chores? And you're like, I'm the chores guy. And then I'd be like, fucking great, live with me. And then you'd be like, don't do shit around the house and would have
But
to
I
kick
like
you
chores.
out. So my point is that the bit is what you hear from them could be just complete bullshit. So this is the thing. So who have I lived with? I've lived with my mate Matt, who we worked well together. We worked really well together.
What does that mean?
Just a team. If you've got a
Like the
housemate,
same TV
it's not your
shows, the same
partner.
dinners,
It's not your
Mexican
partner.
Tuesdays.
It's you need to think about that, Josh. You've never lived with anybody other than your
If you
family
had to,
and Bree.
TJ, if you had to pick someone in our team out of Jess, Mace, GB, or myself to live with, who would you pick?
Yeah, good question. Great question. I would have sex with my mum. Sorry, well, that wasn't the question. Oh, fuck. No. I reckon Jess. Then, but so
Why?
He goes Jess, Mason, Josh.
And then
What about
GB?
George? Poor GB.
Oh, GB. Sorry, I thought you just meant us on the show.
No, and
Surely GB takes my place.
Yeah, you're right. GB first. So laid back.
GB would be my first pick too.
So laid back, and I'd have a bit more control over him than I do of you.
We did this on Hump Day, and I
We
said
did.
I said GB as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
upsetting. So no one wants to live with
what
me.
was the-
What's wrong with me?
No,
What's
hang
what's
on,
wrong with me?
what
is wrong
You
with
just
me?
went in Hump Day. It was just
Okay,
everyone in Hump Day. Who,
Okay.
Okay.
I think
So
that would
then
be
go-
Did I choose
go-
Grace or GB in Hump Day? I can't remember. Like,
think
I
you
choose
chose-
Grace over any
I
of
think
you
you
guys.
chose
to be
Grace.
honest.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
But I could, Jess, you're clean, you're tidy, you're on top of things. It's definitely out of the four of us here.
can I
Spend
just
most of my time
sell
in my
myself
bedroom.
in at least?
Mace, you just don't have
Yep.
enough runs on the board in terms of living
sure,
by
no,
yourself.
fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a credit card application.
yeah.
Mace, I do think that you would be
pass.
great to live with, though.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Be
Okay,
up
thank
there.
you.
You would
Thank
be
you.
up there.
And so, do you think that I would be fun?
Are you doing chores?
Yeah. So the thing is.
Based on our conversation this morning, no.
Okay. What does that mean?
You literally told me about when Brie goes away.
Oh yeah. What did I say? I can't even remember.
Yeah, I mean, you leave just shit everywhere.
No, what I said was I was like, I'm not someone who operates in a neat way, but if Brie goes away, I'm like within 3 days, I'm like really pissed off. I don't know why. It's because there's shit everywhere, and then I start to tidy up.
You cleaned 80%
and
of
it feels good.
last time.
Yeah, I got really, and I think that was like 80% from a Brie standard is 100% for everyone else. Like she runs a tight ship. But so from if I was to sell it in, this is what I'd say. Yeah, for one, the latest technology. So think the exercise bike, that's going to be great. I'm also a minimalist outside. So I'll have a lot of books that you can read, but I am sort of a minimalist. So I'm not going to take up heaps of space. Potentially, I love the challenge of not having much storage at all. I could imagine culling my clothes down to just a few items.
How's that a selling point? How is that a selling point?
Because I don't take up much room.
Can we just flag that none of these are personality qualities at the moment?
Yeah. So the personality qualities. So I'm fun. I'm definitely fun. I think I'm like I'm respectful of people's space, but also, personality traits is hard, isn't it? But the exercise bike's good, and Apple TV is great. A lot of subscriptions, Stan, Netflix.
Josh, you say you're a minimalist, but look at your bloody tech setup.
So
no, hang on. That's minimalism versus physical versus digital. That's another thing. They don't take up space. They don't take up space. Digital.
Okay.
But I mean, the other so I reckon, Josh, if we lived together, we would be the biggest enablers. Just tech wise, we'd just be buying freaking everything.
Yeah. Would we have smart lights?
Yes, we would have everything.
Yeah.
Everything in the house. The blinds would be automatic. Like it'd just be.
It'd be nice.
Yeah. We'd buy a smart dishwasher. Like it'd just get a bit outrageous.
Yeah. It'd be great. Yeah, the smart fridge. Brie and I actually looked at the smart fridge. Just
How
silly.
smart are they?
Yeah, they're actually they're dumb. They're basically they're basically like an Android tablet stuck
with a camera.
Stuck into the fridge. They work very poorly. Like
you can put an iPad Pro on there with some heavy adhesive.
Just a magnet or whatever. Definitely
Velcro.
Thanks, safe.
I think Jess, who would you live with out of the three of us? 4 of us.
Just the 3 of you, not GB's not included?
Nah.
Yeah, not GB. I'm over GB. He's pissed me off.
GB. We know everyone wants to fucking live with GB because
he's just so chill and happy. Imagine living with those vibes. It's hard to say. Probably Mason. Probably Mason out of you 3.
What are my pros and cons?
Can I just say that you're picking someone like who's going to be the least amount of integrated into your life. So the reason why you're picking Mason is because you don't think that you don't think that he's going to have much impact on the actual life. But if you actually had
That's right.
If you actually had to
want
design
from a roommate, surely
no. But the thing is that if you had to pick my life, the vibe, the friends of the housemate, like all of that stuff becomes a consideration as well.
Yeah. Actually, no.
Are you saying Jess won't like the coconut
TJ
crew?
For drinks.
TJ for drinks.
I mean, I know you're not drinking at the moment, TJ, but we could have a nice glass of red or something in beers and stuff on the weekend.
I respect his decision to go with Mr. 97 based on there is something about the power in the house. Like I feel like you would be the powerhouse of the house. Like you could bring down the run sheet of who's doing the
But that's
dishes.
the appeal for GB as well, isn't it? Like that's why you pick GB. It's because it's like the thing of him being chill is that you can tell him what to do.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
not at all. It's just more like just go sit on the couch and just chat,
No,
I mean, I could do that with all of you guys.
Undertones of status.
And the thing is, and like I can have a red wine. Like why can't I have a glass of red?
Josh, I think I do see positives living with you, but the only negative I could see happening is you'd be like, I'm reading this book, and you need to go read that right now because we need to have a conversation about it, and then we're going to spend the whole weekend talking about it. And and you can get on your bike and do 5 hours, and then we'll go for a walk, and then I'm having.
So you're worried that I'll sort of manage it all?
No, it'd just be the book thing. The conversations would be too intellectual for me.
It's the book, the bike, and the Apple TV.
It's all your selling
points.
points.
And also document your TV choices probably wouldn't align with mine.
Well, have you got Amazon Prime?
Jess actually, she watches TikTok streaming from her phone on TV.
Oh,
yeah.
She said she spends hours. Is it true?
Yeah, there's been like 2 or 3 nights in lockdown. Guys, I had nothing else to do. Come on.
True.
2 or 3 nights isn't crazy.
Yeah, I haven't done it. I don't do it that often.
And what are you hoping for?
In what?
When you're watching it, like, what's the vibe? You sad?
God, you just laugh, don't you?
Okay.
Are
you having a wine?
You love TikTok.
No. Well, I haven't. I got rid of TikTok. I'm actually fail videos. I love searching fail
we did
videos.
Some good ones.
Fail compilation videos are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, I will say that was some fun when we've spent some time together.
Oh, that was good.
Electric seat,
Oh,
rope on a skateboard.
Didn't we watched them when in LA? Didn't we?
Yeah, we did some of
Probably,
that too,
yeah.
probably.
I mean, I would. So the thing is, it would be the bit that you would struggle with, Jess, is the country theme. Yeah, undies on the floor. No, no, because I'm a minimalist. I will have to borrow your clothes. No, the country themes. Like, I do get into I go through these waves where it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to do England.
What happened to Iran?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, we could do Persian food. That would be a great theme.
I found a Persian restaurant near in Templestowe.
Yes.
I literally saw it.
It also has it got a supermarket attached to it?
Didn't see that. It looks pretty dingy anyway, but the food smelt good.
Oh, great.
And people looked happy in there. So
I think that's where
we should go.
My mate got the Coles barbecue, like the Coles barbecue thing potentially. Not as in Coles, as in Coles Woolworths, but as in...
Was it Tehran, TJ? Tehran Persian?
Yeah, it's in the plaza, like the main...
Tehran is the capital.
I think, maybe. I don't know. It looks like they've converted an office into a restaurant.
That's good.
Because I walked past there when we were in lockdown, nothing was open. Everything was just deserted for so long. And then I walked past on Saturday night, last weekend, pumping. Bodie and I went to get an ice cream. It was heaving, the whole area.
What do you think? If we had to write a Hinge profile for Tommy, what do you think? What would you put on it?
Dad,
fun loving,
dad,
great dad,
yeah. Great dad and husband. Yeah, what would you say? What would you say, TJ? What do you think you'd put on there?
What would I say? See, here's the thing. I would go so minimal. I wouldn't be. I literally would. I don't even know. Fuck. I don't know what I mean. You're putting him into a mindset.
Well, the thing is, you don't write a profile on Hinge anyway. Okay, Josh.
Okay. But what do you do?
So what about Tinder? Let's just say I just said to Hinge because I was trying to be cool.
A dating app profile.
Dating app profile. What do you?
Yeah. Okay.
TJ, what would you put on it? Like, you need to put your personality.
Can you just? I need some reference.
I'll give you some of the questions. Maybe.
He's going to copy.
Oh, is this what? So hang on, do they ask questions? They're not. It's not a written profile. It's not like a bio. Yeah. Fun.
No, well, that as Josh said, it's the on Bumble and Tinder you write a bio, and then on Hinge you have questions to answer.
Actually, here it is.
Yeah.
Traps 9 out of 10.
No. TV's Tommy Jackett.
TV's Tommy Jackett.
Not even on TV, but it's funny.
That is funny.
Okay.
So you ask questions. So there's questions, not a profile. Okay, go. What are the questions?
Okay. Maybe we could go through 3 and you all have to answer what yours would be. Because we have 3 questions that you need to answer on your Hinge profile.
Okay. And then we can all answer if you'd sleep with your mum to save your dad. All right, go.
Okay, question. Dating me is like ...
Oh,
Mason?
God. Dating me is... I think it's fun.
You're not that convincing just yet?
I mean, this is where you can
I would say
just
so.
it's
It's going to be funny. I think I would say like eating a tub of Greek yogurt. That's what I'd say.
What does that mean? It's
Yeah,
healthy for you. Bit of gut
intriguing.
bacteria.
I think it's just
annoying because you always want the sweet one.
And I'd come back and say like, what, Yoplait? That's a good opener. Like
yeah,
that.
great. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay,
And
tell me what's yours.
TJ, what was yours?
Fuck, I don't know. I'd leave it blank.
no,
to be
come
honest.
on, no.
yeah.
I mean, these I have
dating me is
100
like
different
yogurt.
questions. I'm just picking.
Fun, spontaneous, and oh no, you will laugh.
Out of all of those answers, swiping right on Josh.
You will laugh. Oh my God. Okay.
Mate, I let the profile
I
pic
don't
do
like
the work, babe.
presumptuous people as well.
yeah, go. Next.
Okay. I bet you can't. ...
I bet you can't
Eat
as
an
in
entire tub of yogurt.
Get off the
yogurt heavy. What if they're fucking lactose intolerant?
Lactose
Josh? You've lost
intolerant,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's then I'm right.
It's a filter. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's your filter.
Yeah, I bet you can't. I bet you can't. Come on, TJ, you do one.
Do a standing backflip, because then you get girls who can, and then you're like, fuck, they're gymnasts.
So you're trying to filter
know.
just for gymnasts.
I don't know. That's all that came to mind.
Okay.
Figure out what a CDN is. That's my
Oh,
Yeah,
filter.
that's good.
That's
You
real
are
good.
hot.
Yeah. Also.
All right. Third.
I'll introduce you to my family if
We have to. If I'm
change
forced to
that.
go
I
to the
thought one of
family
you guys
Christmas.
set you guys up. Fuck my mum, obviously. If loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right. ...
If loving this is wrong,
Is wrong.
I don't want to be right. Yeah, because then you need to find something like eating peanut butter with a spoon.
Oh,
Something
mate,
like
you
that.
are such a basic bitch.
What were you go on, Josh? Where are you gonna go? So what is it?
It's gonna
Just
be
if
the yogurt.
If loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Loving this is wrong. Don't want to be right.
So it's something that you love.
Yeah, so it's like if you're guilty pleasure or something.
So Jess and I have the same problem, which is like we go to food as our gear, and they can't all be food answers. If loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Midnight
Loving-
snacks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, but it's too easy.
go-to
It's
food.
too easy.
Scrolling on Ozbargain.
Yeah, you lost me.
But you see,
It's
I
a
think
great
you see-
filter though.
Easy. So, no, but then you're going to get like, I don't want to get someone who's too pedantic when it comes to money.
Jess,
Loving this is wrong.
question:
Yes.
The Verge.
Have you been on dates with guys that have answered well that you're like, that's fucking clever or well thought through, and then they're absolute duds?
Not that I can remember. Tommy, my dating life is not.
Okay, you're not the right person.
non-existent at the moment.
I feel like there would be more people who could string together some good bio than there is good people.
For sure. But people spend hours on that. Like if you're spent like, you know, how many people are just doing it on the fly like that? That's a thing that people invest time into.
I mean, what people are looking for is the fucking featured Tinder profile in BuzzFeed. That vibe. That's what everyone's vying for.
Yeah.
Clever, witty, smart, funny.
So this guy said,
What are
if
you
loving
looking
this
at,
is wrong,
Josh?
I don't want to be
I was just trying to find, I saw something, our mate Keegs did a tweet a couple of days ago where he was like, has anyone got that feeling where it's like you've had really good banter with someone on a dating app, but then you are worried to meet because you think you're going to be underwhelming? I feel like there is definitely the risk in being like, I think banter-wise, I think unbeatable. I think that
You are.
On text.
just, yeah.
So
But I think in person I
think
could
that-
be banter too. But I think the thing is, like, what is going to be my downfall is obviously my physicality. Maybe it's not sort of.
Oh,
not the-
stop it. No, this is
Stop it,
what you need to do. You need to be a Kinder
Oh,
Surprise.
stop it.
Well, we're just not entertaining that. Being a Kinder Surprise is where it's at. You've got to under promise and over deliver.
Kinder surprise.
And surprise and delight kind of
So
thing.
that's why I would like to go real minimal in my profile.
What do you think, Mason? What's your approach? You look like you're really thinking. What were you thinking about
I was
just
actually
then?
I was actually just on. I was just reading through a Reddit page with like Tinder profiles on it.
And
I'm just really grateful that
there's
I never
not
had
much
to
there.
go on these apps. I found great through
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, find yourself a podcast would be my bio.
oh yeah, no, I think something that you love that you don't.
So that guy had hot Twiggy sticks. Like
Hot
Twiggy,
Twiggy
sticks are
stick.
disgusting.
What
are
a
they?
Twiggy sticks.
What's hot Twiggy sticks?
Thank you, Bray, for the coffee.
Surprised you got that, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
Your behaviour around the household.
Oh yuck! Hot Twiggy sticks.
What is a Twiggy stick? Is
It's a seasoned
cabana.
pork, cooked, smoked, and dried.
I mean, I'd probably pick at it if I was walking past a butcher giving away a freebie.
I know what it is.
All right, fucking sweet.
I know what my answer is.
Okay.
If it's wrong, I don't want it to be right. It's food though, but it would be
Classic.
scooping dip. It's a bit confusing though, isn't it? Scooping dip. Like, what does that mean? But like eating too much
I'm with
dip,
you. I'm with
finishing
you.
a
I'm
tub
with
No, I
of dip.
love dip. Love dip. Yeah.
The problem is
I would finish a tub of dip.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
So
I
that's
think what
perfect.
you're looking for is someone who doesn't do what you do in the dip department. Amy doesn't
Yeah.
do
I
it.
think-
Does Bree do it? Does Bree dip?
Now, Brie doesn't have that much dip. No.
Yeah, so I think you've found your one. When you can find someone who's the opposite dipper of you,
Yeah.
you've found the one.
What's the deal with going in your Tinder profile funny and banterous like that versus leading with all your quirks?
What do you mean?
Well, do you reckon which one's better? Do you reckon leading with all your quirks is a better in?
So the quirks would look like.
I don't know, just being outrageous, like, you know.
Hi, Karen.
scroll
I
it.
use my phone in the shower.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Mason.
What was the question you just asked, Jess? What was that Hinge
Loving
question?
this is- if
Yeah,
something is
using
strong,
your
I
phone
would be
in the
right.
shower. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
kicking
like,
marks,
I
it's
think
Josh.
that's relatable.
Like
same. I do
in the toilet bowl.
taking there's a 70% chance I'm taking a dump right now.
Oh, what about,
like if I'm online, I'm taking a dump.
What about
think
how
that's
would
very
you feel
funny.
about if this is wrong? I don't want to be
Oh,
right.
that's what got you, Mason. The sex
si-
with your mum didn't gross you out, but the poo did. Everyone poos.
Yeah.
You poo.
Sitting down while peeing.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I love
good,
that.
yeah.
If I was a guy, that's exactly what I would do.
But do you love that inner guy?
Like if I had that in my profile.
Would you
no
put
idea.
your Arsenal?
I've-
I feel like
Is
TJ
it an
can get away
unattractive
with
thing
it.
I wouldn't have thought about it, to be honest.
I think if I was the Greek yogurt dude and then sitting on the toilet, I think it's
sit down
too
to
many
wait.
red flags. I think there's like,
Oh, dude.
it's a real vibe.
That is funny.
Do you know something interesting that I discovered? So I did a
Greek yogurt.
no, talking about all the books and stuff, and I was thinking about like facts and pulling out facts. Did you read my backpacking fact that I left you with, Sevs? About the word
it was
backpacking?
really- that it wasn't in the Oxford Dictionary and the book was written before it was even in there.
Yeah, so 1974, the book that I put a book out for Sevs to read. It was all about like backpacking. And in the foreword, it said backpacking is not in the Oxford Dictionary. Like it wasn't in the Oxford Dictionary. This book was from 1974. And so I just thought that's a fun fact. From 1974, like before that time, backpacking wasn't in the dictionary. Wasn't a thing.
And
Is that
so
crazy?
Who came up? I mean,
Crazy.
he seems to have.
Who coined it?
Was it
It's a good
used by
question.
him?
I just got vertigo. That's very weird. My ears are all funny.
Yeah.
You okay?
He's holding his nose. He's trying to do that thing on when you're on a jet plane. You see children do.
1 2 1 2 1 2. It's weird. Anyway, we better go. I think I'm having a panic attack. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Sevs. Everyone enjoy your Sunday and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
See you guys.